Hey guys, Sheep here. Welcome to another of our walkthroughs. This one's gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be a two-part walkthrough because we're gonna go normal through Nightmare on this video, and the next video is going to be about breaking into Hell as a Javazon. So the reason this is two videos and not one, because we usually do one, is this is a multiplayer video. This is a multiplayer character. Which means our only way of breaking immunities is through conviction enchantments. Which means we're going to need a lot of money, so I'm going to explain how to farm that and how to farm some like good starter gear in the next video. But this one's, we're going to start pretty normal. I do suggest restarting your Javazon until you spawn with poison on your Javelin. It's not super important, well, it will matter later. So first steps first, get your books. Redo your inventory to the obviously superior inventory option. Just to show off my inventory, I have this stuff. We will be using a couple of items, but it's mainly stuff we could make anyway, just to save us some time from shopping and that kind of stuff. So let's get to it. First of all, confirm we're on players 8. Oh, fun fact. This is gonna be funny. As of last patch on the multiplayer patch, you can go all the way up to players 65,535. Good luck doing anything at that, but you can do it. So anyway, players 8. We're kind of slow until 6. Got those for a little extra accuracy. This is actually my my second attempt at this video because I tried to do it in one take last time and it just wasn't gonna happen, or I mean like in one video. So I decided to split it up in 2 videos, and to do that I really needed to restart. So you're gonna want to put all your points into energy early until you're at like 50 energy. It does make a difference, a huge difference. Okay, a jewel early is really nice. We are not planning on entering the den until we are 6. I was thinking about swapping over because it had accuracy on it, but then I remembered our skill doesn't actually require accuracy. You're going to want to save this little 5 point, by the way. We are too early to kill this, but we kind of want it dead. So we're going to kind of push it over towards Cold Plains. And the reason we did this is so that it would be easy to find later. We'll probably come back when we're level like 10 or so. Try to pick up this last little level. I was hoping to find a belt. We might just have to go buy one. Okay, there's the last level. This. You're going to want 1 point Lightning Fury, and your other one is going to go into Evade Tactics. We're going to buy a belt because we're going to need a lot of potions. Sweet, a 2-socket one. Look for any other 2-socket gear while you're here. We're broke. I forgot we're broke. We are no longer broke. Usually I would be like, grab, like specifically resistance or all attribute gear, but it doesn't really matter this run as much. Like, yeah, it would be nice to do it, but it's not necessary. Potions, all into energy, swap this to Lightning Fury, and let's go do Den. Thankfully, like, Javelin is, like, great right off the bat. We're actually going to switch because this has mana after each kill. It's going to help us a little bit. Like, not a lot. Where was I throwing that? So early on, we're going to be relying on recharge because it gives us mana per hit. So we'll be getting all most of our mana back through that. Ow. And of course, obviously, potions. It plays kinda like Diablo 3's resource management system for a little while. But once we get a Lust Belt, it's just existing refills your mana. I'm gonna grab this charm mostly to sell it. Check these gloves for 2 sockets. 2 sockets. And all our points are going to go into Lightning Fury. We're still going for 50 energy. And I'm just going to speed through the rest of Den because there's nothing really to talk about. That is Den done. So with our Den point, we're going to go ahead and grab probably this extra point into recharge. It's the most damage for our Lightning Fury. Oh, I forgot to buy potions.
Good day.
There's going to be a quick cut here because I got to do something real fast. Okay, I did it. I had to go in and set up our hotkeys so that we had some important like things going on. Mostly I did it for there's an identify all hotkey on multiplayer, and that's what I did it for. There's also a delete items on ground hotkey, which can be useful later. Faster run walk minus requirements. Actually might be worth picking up. No socketed boots, unfortunately. Okay. You're gonna want to go 25 strength to wear the next level of boot or a belt. Oh my god, is it a healthy breakfast? Oh, it's not. I got baited. Oh, that's right. They made healthy breakfast actually like drop as unique. I'm so sad. I was so excited to be shiny. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Was not close at all whatsoever. No idea what we're talking about. Yeah, Underground is a little questionable this early in the game. But I don't have a way around it right now.
Good day.
So we just gotta be careful while we're doing it. It's kind of hard when everything's so dark. It's like up here out of nowhere because it's so dark in here. Slow and steady wins this race.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
I feel like this has been a lot rougher than usual.
The Order welcomes you.
Yes.
Okay, so we're all 2-socket geared out, except for our shield, but like you don't really need a 2-socket shield, you need a 3-socket one. Our damage is ginormous, but everything hits like a truck.
I need mana.
I'm pretty sure I just watched that goblin just spawn out of nowhere.
Not enough mana.
Money! That means at some point we can go back and get that gem goblet. Is it up towards the start? Is it over here? Really annoying if true. I'm being very lazy. I should go back and buy potions. Fine.
What can I do for you?
Good evening.
Okay, there we go. We finally made it out. Tree is right here.
What a strange looking tree.
So let's go ahead and run all the way to Black Marsh. Stop dodging. Cheater. So we're looking for waypoint. What a terrible layout. I'd like to apologize. This is a god tier layout. I might as well do Countess while I'm sitting right here.
What's that smell?
Especially while I have this XP shrine. Maybe I'll pick up like 1-2 levels. We need about 6k high rune points from Countess, which sounds like a lot, but it's only like 2 souls or something like that. Fall is like 2k, I think, something like that.
Not enough mana. The tower's trove for the taking. I need mana.
He's just killing. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna run in these side rooms and grab extra gold that's there. Really important this order. Amulet. Ooh-hee. Let's go save Kane finally.
Good morning.
So how many high rune points was that? 1,000? Okay.
When I
Another gym goblin. Means we're just not gonna have to pick up gems this run, which is nice. Of course, you'd much rather have the the rune goblin or the chest goblin, but you know, you take what you get.
It's as if a great love was brought here. Not enough mana.
Okay, one last thing to do before our Countess runs. We gotta go kill that goblin we found in Cold Plains.
Good day.
Which for some reason is tankier than all the other goblins we've seen so far. Question mark. Okay, that's just not happening. We're just gonna do our Countess runs. We'll be right back out of those. Okay, it took us about 8 Countess runs to get what we needed. So we're gonna go ahead and make all our gear. And I'm just gonna speed up the process, but I'll show off each item for long enough that you can see what it is. So I will see you in 1 second. Okay, and with all that, we're done. So, we made, in case you weren't watching, a Daylight, Tier 5, an Obsession, a Stealth Armor, a Lust Belt, Lightning Boots, and Ancient Blood Shield. These are the best in slot for leveling you can get on this build. There's no really other, like, swaps, to be honest. This is just your go-to, easy as fuck leveling stuff. It took us, I think about 6.5, 7k rune points. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah. I'd put it in superior sockets. You want at least one mono-leech one, and the rest should be all attribute or resistances. If you need more strength to put into your, so you can wear your shield, just do so, but you usually won't after you make your stealth armor. But yeah, we're good to go again. We'll just continue on. At this point, you could also spec out of your energy. You don't need it anymore. If you wanted to do a quick respec. I'm going to keep mine just because I'm lazy. That's really the only reason. So we're going to run all the way to... Our next stop is the blacksmith. So, see you in a minute.
So, this is like a wild place.
My Smith quest in a single time I've seen him play this game. It's because we're gonna go and buy one of these. This is completely optional, by the way. What we're gonna do is we're going to reset Charcy a couple times, looking for some minus res javelins. Oh wait, you can't imbue superiors. Just kidding. We're just gonna grab some javelins. We're gonna imbue them at Charcy because it's so hard to find like reasonable javelins early. And we're just kind of hoping for something better than what we're wearing. It's completely optional, but it's free to do it if you don't plan on using your imbue for anything else later. The real answer is we don't get a good javelin until at least Larzik in Act 5 for socket quest. So unfortunately, javelins cannot drop socketed even if we can socket them in the mod. And our only other way of getting like a decent starter javelin is like Anya or gambling it ourselves. So we just attempt to use one imbue. It takes a extra like minute to do. You can wait till Act 2 too to get a slightly better, higher level base pretty much. But realistically, our damage is so high, it does not matter if we get a good one or not. So now we're just going to run all the way to Catacombs and do Catacomb things like poke Andy to death. Our single target is a little lacking until we start maxing Charge Strike.
This place is eerie.
Finally to the end of Act 1. I know our Act 1 is always really slow. That's because Act 1 is like nothing but setup, and then it's pretty much just running through the rest of the acts. Grabbing a couple of like really nice flavor drops and stuff as we see them. But we're coming out of Act 1 at 20. Yeah. So we're not gonna have to stop for XP or anything. We just get to run through. So first up is Radamant. I really do admit it. We are really just gonna run through. Okay, why not? So we're gonna put this 1 point into Pierce. The Pierce chance with Lightning Fury has always been a stupid interaction. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to start trying to keep our decks up so we can go 50% block at all times. We're going to take a short break from putting points in our life. But anyway, more running, more throwing javelins at big packs, and we'll probably chat again at Maggot Lair. Man, the game really did not want me to find that waypoint. Holy shit. Thankfully, Maggot Lair is just a breeze in this build. Oh, we got a short layer too.
How may I help you?
And then Claw Viper should be right around the corner because I walked through the entirety of the bottom section. Am I a liar? Guess I'm a liar. Two more levels to go on that. Honestly, like, this is one of the most satisfying skills in the game. It's so fun to throw like one javelin and pop like an entire screen. There's no reason to kill a gold goblin. It's a lot of wasted time for no value. Okay, that's done.
Let
Do this properly so that we can open the door properly.
first to find this
Okay,
arcane
take your
fortress.
gamble. Just take your bets. 1 through 4 or 1 through 4. Which way do you think the summoner is? I think he's going to be on this one. First try, let's go.
Good riddance.
Arrow. Okay, now we got this maxed out, which gives us an extra 10% pierce, so we have 40% chance to pierce on that. Which is all we're gonna have for a while, because we really need to get more damage. We are insanely high leveled. So really you don't even need to kill anything as you're running through the room, but why not? We're gonna go every way but the right way. Extra points are going to win a charge strike. We'll be using it later for a single target. Okay, finally on the right path. We're at 48% chance to block, which means we don't need too much more dex anymore. It's just not worth going 50% chance to block with a Ancient's Pledge. That slow is so rough. Okay, nothing I want here. Remember that we have added super chests on the side of Duriel, right here, and right here.
This is not good. Will this madness ever end?
And one more thing we're gonna do before we walk out Act 2 is we're gonna gamble like
Looking for an upgrade?
2 or
Maybe I can-
3 javelins. Depends on how much money you have, really. Should be able to do this at 26. Specifically, we want Zon only javelins, which I know can appear on here. $26 might be too early. Yeah, that arm ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, okay, 26 is fine. We get to buy one to play javelin, which is going to sound wild, but is actually a really good roll for things like dealing with goblins.
Hello.
I thought they were a little cheaper,
Hello.
but off to Act 3 with us. Act 3 is all about getting the fuck out of here. Get that
What
shade
would this
figurine.
bring from the right buyer?
Now it is speedy boar time until we hit Spiderware. Man, I don't really have anything to say besides, like, what a weird ass layout. Like, just like a very awkward layout. Okay, back to running her ass off. What a horrendously cookie cutter Act 3. The cookie cutter, I mean, everything sucked, and that's just like every other Act 3. Now that we have Tome, we can do Sewers, then we can do Trav, and then we're done with this godforsaken act. It's not even that this act is like hard or anything. It's just long and annoying. You get like a weird layout like I got earlier, and you're just sitting there like, why me? What did I do to deserve this? Like, even our sewers is a weird layout. Is it gonna be right next to my entrance again? But I like didn't just check both sides? No, okay, thank God. Is it the in the middle one? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, Trav. Yeah, just alternate vitality and dexterity to keep 50% block at all times. Not this way.
Scatson's reign is renewed.
Okay. I don't know why I did that. I need to break open the orb first, and then go to town to turn in our rewards. Because the animation trying to skip is the one where it opens the ground.
Hello, traveler.
Good day.
No, quick, run to Mephisto. Quick. Okay, getting to Mephisto wasn't that bad. Charge Bolt seems a little faster. Like, barely. They both suck. That's the real answer. Our single target's a little lacking. Just a tad. Okay, back to it. Act 4 is a nice reprieve from Act 2 and Act 3's luxury. I think I have a preference for like shorter acts in general. Just like long acts tend to feel empty, even with tons of monsters in them. There's just not a lot of stuff to do. Like, it feels like that way in Act 3, especially. Act 1 it's not so bad because you're always doing something in Act 1. But Act 2 and 3, it's just like, I don't have anything to do here except the, like, one-stop quests every 5 minutes. My quest log popped, which means Isabel's over here somewhere. There he is. He's only got twice as much health as Mephisto, you know? And he's fatter too. Or he's skinnier so you can't get multiple charge bolt procs. Trying to like drag him to pack so we get the shotgunning effect. That was a lot faster. Yep. Get our 2 skill points. They are both going into Charge Bolt. I sure do wonder what dog shit item we're getting off Hellforge. I thought he didn't drop the hammer for a second. I was like, is that even possible? Elrune. I'm voting on Elrune. An L, that was close. Yeah, I usually don't go out of my way to do Forge on normal. If we run across it, I'll do it, but like it's not worth the time otherwise. Hi-oh. I mean the lightning, I guess we'll skip. We have no way of dealing with that right now. I'll also take his aim ring. We're not gonna full clear chaos, we're just gonna go as fast as possible. Like we're level 34 already. We still gotta do some cows and some bale before we can leave normal anyway. So we're gonna easily hit like 40. I almost forgot to kill Lotuses. Come on, Diablo, spawn in. Yeah, the cold means we're gonna swap off of Ancient Splodge later to get a Rhyme Shield. It's just a little expensive for us right now. Well, I mean, once we got that IO, it was no longer more expensive, but still want to wait a little bit. Garbage!
The reign of terror has ended.
So to set up a what is it called? A rhyme. It is 16, it's 2 medium per, so it's 10 medium, which we didn't have before, but now that we have this IO, we have 16 medium, so we can make that. So let's go ahead and do that. That rhyme is Shale Eth, I believe. Just had it open. Let's double check it before we make it. Shields! Shields! Shields? Shale F, okay. 5 F, 5 shales. Okay, now we just need a shield to put that in, so let's go to Act 2.
Good day. Greetings. This is
All resistance 8 is actually a fine shield for us. So Shale Eth. Then we're going to swap to a Rhyme. Which is a higher block chance, so we don't need as much dex. Has a little worse everything else, but we really want that cannot be frozen. Yeah, like we're losing out on cast speed, which kind of sucks. And we're losing out on enhanced damage, which kind of sucks. Not as much. 15 all attributes is also kind of awful, but we swapped it with 15 dex. Losing on the 5 maximum res, but we weren't hitting max res anyway. The flat damage reduction and magic damage reduction really should have been on Rhyme and not on Ancient's Pledge, but who am I to argue? But we can't be frozen now, so we got that going for us. And actually, like, 50% gold find is, like, a reasonable number. It'll be very helpful later when we need 4 million gold. That's our free Shink. We'll be saving that,
Did I do that?
the quest for later. Yeah, you can opt for 75% block over 50% block once you switch to Rhyme. That's completely up to you. I'm probably still going to go for 50% because I value life a little bit more. But do what you will. Actually, we're probably not going to do that until after we get Bale done. A Rune Goblin? Oh, please, Hyrule, 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 Hyrule. Hyrule. Damn it. The Hyrule would have saved us so much trouble later. God, normal was just dragging on. Holy shit.
Fabled home of the ancients.
Okay, for Ancients, we're going to go back to Players 1, like intelligent people. There's no reason to ever do Ancients on anything higher. What do you mean he's at 70% lightning resist? Go back to players 8. We need to be on lookout for level 40 rings now for crafting at some point. That's actually a reasonable ring, but at the same time, like, that doesn't matter because I'm gonna need crafted rings in a minute anyway. Like, a double res ring is nothing to scoff at. We will be going safety crafted rings, even though they don't have percent damage reduction on them anymore. Flat damage reduction is still really strong. It's just better against the smaller hits than the bigger hits. But actually what we want it for is the magic damage reduction. Because there are a lot of spooky, like, magic hits in the near future. Especially in early Nightmare. But our current goal is we're going to finish Bale. Then we're going to go do a cow run. Then after our cow run, we're going to set up for our Nightmare, which is craft our rings, our amulet, our weapon. The Nightmare should be pretty fast because it's mostly just teleporting around and throwing javelins every now and then. Realistically, we all need to be like 60 by the end of Nightmare, and we're already 41. We do need to stand a little farther back. Pick up. Oh no, we got poisoned. I'll never recover. Lightning enchanted OP. Stand still. If I see a 43 amulet. There's a maiden spear, unfortunately. Try to stay out of this decrepify, but like the enemies don't want to walk towards me. Bastards. There's a level 58 ring. Why is Lister level 58? Most of the things in Nightmare aren't even level 58. That is a max charge strike. Let's go. There's a goblin. I don't give a shit enough about this goblin. Bale, let's go. bail down.
My work here is truly done.
Triple ring. Not a bad MK mask. It's worth like nothing. Okay, we need this for later. However, I apparently don't have a Caitlin's ring yet. So now we need to go save Anya by identifying this first. 1 to all skills, 1 to the teleport. Let's go. Teleport on R2. This is the reason we're waiting until we have teleport, so we can skip like all these fucking walls. It makes it take about a quarter as long, and it's not like our resistances are bad enough that we need to wait to do bail. Save Anya. We're going to check what our Anya quest gives us. I'm hoping a javelin. But knowing me, it's probably a spear. Yep.
Do you ever feel like you're being clicked on?
So this one's 44, this one is not usable, this one is 58, and this one is 43. Put jewels under them. And then I'm going to do my cows, and then I will do my safety craft stuff. So in cows, we're mainly looking for a white maiden javelin, which we already have one, but like I still want to try to find another one. Really, you will obviously want one with lightning fury. So after you max like that, you're going to max recharge. Don't forget to grab that. We do want to grab all these jewels. And it's very likely that like this cow run isn't going to give us anything we're talking about, but it was worth doing one of. Too bad Cow Queen is immune to lightning, which we can't really do anything about. Like maybe our poison javelin doesn't help. Kinda. Honestly, it's kind of wild the amount of damage one poison javelin deals. Nothing we're talking about? Yep. I wouldn't spend too long farming for a nice javelin the first time around. We'll be spending a lot of time in Nightmare Cows too. So you can look for a good one there. Here, I would just kind of accept whatever javelin you find. Whether it be a maiden javelin or whether you want to get a like normal javelin, it's also okay. Also keep your eye out for good 3-socket armors. You'll need one later. I'm pretty okay with calling that our cow run. Don't mind that it was like half-assedly cleared. So first steps first, let's go ahead and make our safety crafted amulets and stuff. They are more important than our weapon. So amulets are emeralds, aims for the rings, and thulls for the whatever the fuck it is. Amulet. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. So first we need 3 emeralds. Emerald. 1 thull. That's the wrong item. 2 aims. And some luck. That's the most important part. This one's actually pretty good. Too bad we gotta be 49 for it, but it's still pretty good. Double res. Solid. This one's kind of dog shit, but like, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll have to wait for that. But I'm not too worried about our things. The only thing that really mattered on them was getting the 10 damage reduction, like the high damage reductions. 10 is fine too. You don't need like a super ridiculously high one. So like it was 30, like 30 damage reduction. So next we need to do our weapon. First steps first. I'm gonna make sure the cost of our weapon isn't ridiculously high, and then I'm gonna socket this white maiden javelin. The rune word we're using is not elation; it's a throwing weapon one. Deception, aim shale. Mostly because it comes with free pierce and a little bit of spell damage, so that is perfectly fine. It's not super expensive. Oh, I gotta exit the game real fast because this bug happens. If this doesn't appear, you need to exit the game and restart it. Or just exit that game, not the full game, and restart it. And it'll pop up. Okay, so we got a 3-socket one, which is fine. Just throw a random ass jewel into it. I'm gonna put in this lightning resist one, I guess. Do I need lightning resist? Not even a little bit. Do we have a different resist one? I got a cold resist one. Let's put the cold one in. So it's aim shale, or aims and shales. I will confirm how many before we actually do it. Oh, I gotta convert a couple apparently. I need shales are 2 apiece, so I need to keep 10. Oh, I scrolled past the one I wanted. Okay. So aim. I think I have like just enough to do it. So you need about 5k low points and 1,000 or 10 midpoints. This is actually my first time ever making this rune word. So I'm not 100% sure what it does when we're full leveled, but I know like it's our best choice. Aim first, then shale. Okay. So all the way up to max. First of all, it goes ethereal, so that's a huge damage, like flat damage bonus. We got attack speed, pierce chance, 300% enhanced damage, which is why it does so much damage. A little bit of attack rating, some life steal, knockback, spell power, combat power, and some life. Honestly, like, pretty solid. 167 damage just means we're going to actually life steal for a reasonable amount. But it's going to be swapped out for the Amazon one later, which can give us up to +4 skills. Yeah, you get +4 skills on elation, but it requires 2 high runes. Or 2 high rune points. But that is for later. For now, we are fine to go with Nightmare. For you guys, we're going to start with Nightmare, and for me, I am taking a short break first. Okay, I'm back. Time to do some Nightmare. We don't have a lot of stops in Nightmare, so this is pretty much a run through. First steps first, Den of Evil.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
When we get to Den, I'll go over gear we had. I was supposed to do that first. So,
I hear foul creatures.
gear for Nightmare. We are on T5 Deception. Mostly because it's the only real choice. Same with a lot of the gear. For gloves, we're on Daylight because Mon after each kill is good, and so is Resistances. Movement speed is an extra and also really nice. For her helmet, we're on Obsession. Max life is a great stat. So is extra gold for monsters, because we're going to need a lot of gold later. So we're at 100% extra gold fine right now when we include our shield, which is Rhyme for mostly the cannot be frozen. But the other stats are also really good for us. Stealth is the only choice really for armors this early in the game. We're going to swap it out for either a Smoke or a Viper Magi when we find one. And later on we'll need a Wealth for farming gold. We're on a Lust Belt. Redemption is an overpowered aura. If you can get Redemption in any way, shape, or form, you're going to want Redemption. And then for our boots, we're on Lightning, and it's almost entirely for the 10 Lightning Absorb and 50 Lightning Resist. Everything else is just kind of there. For our rings, we are on Safety Crafts. Even though they remove the percent damage reduction, they're still the best option. And for our amulet, we're on a Safety Craft as well. But unfortunately, I'm 44 and I need to be 49 because I got unlucky on the roll. So back to Den. Oh, I did forget to note that our Deception gives us Pierce. So we're hitting around a 70% Pierce chance with our skills. Which is pretty good. That was a very
Perhaps
quick
now
done.
the sisters will trust me.
Once we max Recharge, we probably are going to go and max out Pierce for that. Okay, it says reduce enemy resistances, but because that stat doesn't exist in ReMoDDeD, it's actually minus enemy resistance. They just, similar to this one, enemy lightning resist minus 15%, is actually enemy lightning resist minus 40%. They just didn't update it when they made the multiplayer version. At least not in the tooltip. I feel like I mentioned it a couple times and it just keeps getting walked over, so they'll probably fix it when they do the big skill rebalance that's just around the corner. We do have teleport, but you'll probably see me running more often than teleporting because of how high of a cost teleport is. Or you'll see me do these little jumps like you saw just there. I'm gonna pick this up, and I swear to God, if they're plus like 4 javelin skills on the screen. Realistically, we could just go save Kane later. It's like not super important to do it right this second. Especially in the multiplayer version where we have the ability to identify all items anyway without needing Kane for it. But because I'm here, I kind of want to just get it over with.
What a strange looking tree.
We will be doing a lot of Countess later, so make sure you grab this waypoint. Wherever it may be. Okay, pray for me. Pray for the treasure chest. That's any good. We're praying for a high rune. Never lucky. Well, there is the Countess. Where is waypoint? Okay, that's a pretty reasonable run. There's one we should kill Nielsen. Niels.
Oh, the tower's trove.
So I always have that chance to drop in the Patreon specific item, which at this moment in time is a string of ears, which would be kind of nice. But later, but if you're playing this later on, it might be something else. It's supposed to switch monthly. We'll see if that actually happens. Then we're gonna go to Marsh and go ahead and grab this waypoint. I did this so I wouldn't have to run back later.
So, this is like a Marvel's top.
Hey look, it's Rocky Nisha's flavor drop. Oh my god, it's so useless on us right now.
It's as if
It's such a good weapon, and it's like so useless on us.
Help!
Deckard Cain, go to the rogues' camp without delay.
Got the leg. We are good to continue. I'm pretty sure the waypoint spawning there means it's actually over here. Oh no, it's in the third location. Okay. That is actually pretty rare. Door stuck. Okay. The only ring that would matter is SOJ.
This place is eerie. Not enough.
So many uniques. They're all bad, but so many uniques. How about you drop like Titans instead? Reset items, huh? We're swimming in money.
Shall
Kane.
inflict no more anguish.
Kane, you dumb bitch. So stupid. So we picked up a Cathan's Mesh, which we'll need later, a Millibriger Rod, which has its uses, Eisenheart, which is pretty nice, 'cause it's 3 pieces we found so far, and that's it. Then a bunch of junk we can just eat.
Yes.
Now it is time for Radamant. That is our recharge maxed, which is our main 3 skills maxed. Lightning Fury and Recharge Charge Strike. You can also max Lightning Strike for another 40% damage, but instead I'm going to max Pierce because I value the minus resistance a little more. For stats, 50% chance to block, rest into Vitality. Diggler! Okay, I won pretty fast Radamant. Free skills are free skills. All going to Piers. Then we're just gonna quickly run through until Maggot again. What an awful layout, goddamn. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, we're 52? We can put our amulet on now. Brings our block chance to 67. We are never needing decks ever again. Okay, it's time to talk about what we need to do in Act 2. In Act 2, the main thing we need to do is farm Claw Viper Temple for Skin of the Viper Magi. It feels like about a 1 in 20 chance to drop. Something around that. So we're just gonna clear out and run that a couple times. So we're gonna need the waypoint. We're gonna need to know which way Claw Viper is, and we're gonna have to pray we get a good layout, or our time is gonna take forever. Because here's Claw Viper. We're praying the waypoint is like right here. Right over this wall. Okay, I can accept that. Not even worth going back down. And a good exit over here too. Like hopefully like a 1 teleport exit. Not looking like it. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll just get it on the first try. Nope. Okay, we're gonna do this a couple times. I will see you after all these runs are done. Okay, it was actually pretty short. We got it in like 4 runs. On single player, it feels like it takes forever. 31. It's fine. Somatic damage. We need a little more strength. Oh wait, easy. Just kidding, because this gives us strength. That's fine. It's about time to do a full reset anyway. So we need 43 strength. I'm going to go for 50% block. Though honestly, with a rhyme and a increased chance to block amulet, I might as well just go for the full 75. And then the rest of the vitality. And then for skills, we're gonna go max. Okay, well, 1 point evasive tactics. Max Fury, Recharge, Charge Strike. 7 points into Pierce. Go ahead and make our amulet. Not our amulet, the staff, and let's just finish up Act 2. You can't stop me, I can't read. What I really can't read is Jaren was over here for some reason. Okay, take your gambles, take your bets. 1 through 4, 1 through 4. I'm saying it's gonna be a 2. It's feeling like a 2-fer. It wasn't 1. Oh, it actually wasn't 2. It's gonna be the 3rd try or the 4th try. Let's hope 3rd time's a charm. Let's go this way.
Good riddance.
Cyclops, triangle, square, star. I know I can look, but it isn't as fun, okay? That is maxed Pierce. Okay, cool. Yeah, as you can see, it gives us minus enemy resistances. So that's good. That means if they're not immune, we're dealing quite a bit more damage. It isn't maxed to, like, I think it maths to about 40% more damage, but I'm not sure entirely on it, so I didn't want to say that out loud. It's very nice for bosses, though. Goddamn, it takes forever for that thing to pop open, doesn't it? Yeah, because otherwise we do 50% damage to Ariel instead of doing 10% less damage to Ariel. Garbage. Woo! Super chess.
This is not good.
I think blessings to you.
Just gonna do this before we head over to Act 3 because I hate doing anything in Act 3 that isn't just running through.
Ahoy, mate.
Let's hope for a quick, easy layout in Act 3.
You
Pray for me, boys. I don't know what I was trying to do there. More piece of Berserker set. Okay, that's not bad. We're slowly putting a bunch of sets together. We're going to need quite a few later. I won't be touching them during this leveling section, though, but they're great for the next video. Then I think we're going to go back to maxing our synergies. Go ahead and get our charge strike, or a lightning strike. To get our charge strike damage up a bit.
What would this bring from the right buyer?
Got the first piece pretty fast. Let's see how the rest of them go. I'm going to say this is probably not a great marsh walkthrough, but we're going.
I need mana.
Oh my god, it was. And it was a short Great Marsh too? Holy shit. I went too far, so we're gonna go grab the waypoint and then
I
head
need
backwards
mana.
and get Flare Jungle. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can do this the whole without having to go like all the way to Trav and grab Trav waypoint. You know, if I'm in Bazaar already, I might as well get Book. And if you give a mouse a cookie, you should also get him a glass of milk. So we're already all the way here at Trav. We might as well go get Trav waypoint, right?
I need mana. Gatsun's reign is renewed.
Okay.
Good day.
Now let's go get Flare Jungle.
I need mana.
You are going to want to do Gibbon Quest. It'll save us a couple 100,000 gold later. I know, that's not an exaggeration.
This dagger will separate the faithful from the fallen.
Now let's go grab Sewer waypoint. Or sewers. No waypoint. There's no waypoint in sewers. Sewers.
I need mana.
Oh my god, I'm so lucky this time. Holy shit. It's almost based off how bad normal was. You know, I probably just cursed myself. I'm probably about to have the worst fucking Mephisto waypoint I've ever seen. The Gibbon being Necromancer only is actually kind of funny. While we're doing this, let's go turn in all our quests.
Work? What?
Garbage! Man, I was really hoping for that mystical, magical one telly exit. What a fucking horrendous map layout.
Success. But still.
I'm sorry, was that just 5 sets / uniques?
The top.
Oh no, it was 4. Okay. Woo! Wonderwear.
I got what you need.
Hail to you, champion.
Put my gold away before I lose it all. Put large amounts of gold in your shared staffs so you don't lose it when you die. So, Izzy! Oh goody, it's souls. Not that I'm scared of souls, but I hate monitoring. Oh. My god, he kept chasing me because I didn't see him at all. Give me those sweet, sweet skill points. I actually do want Mephisto's Soulstone. I have it. Doo-doo. Let's find the edge of the map. Heyo. Okay, we do need a slight bit of RNG. If we can hit a nice little Hellforge with like an actual useful item on it, room on it. Just like even an IST would be good enough. A limb would save us some trouble too. I'd accept a limb. Why are these things so fucking tanky? Hellforge where? We made it to the fake Hellforge.
I need mana.
Been baited, bamboozled even. Check this corner right here first. Aha! Something good, please. Show me an Easter limb. Easter limb. Hi-oh. It's something, I guess. It ain't good, but it's something. What am I doing? Oh, that's fine. I'm already here. Just don't be lightning immune, and we're gonna have a very quick little. Yep, One good thing about going Deception is we can kill immunes if we can not knock them over the fucking wall. Why is our weapon a knockback again? It's the only downside we got going here. I'm just using the poison to give us a little bit of extra DPS and also remove monster healing if they have any. Okay, one down. Chest piece. 2 socket. I needed a 3 socket. 2 down. Let's go. One more. I would like to point out that the monsters in Chaos Sanctuary are the same level as Lister the Tormentor in normal. Yeah, that's the thing, I guess.
Not even death can save you from me.
The reign of terror has ended.
And that's Act 4 done. Act 5 should be a breeze. Man, that was a pretty easy quick on you there. Nothing really to say about that one. Except please give me a nice little javelin. A bow. I don't want your bow. God, it's awful. Grab our things, eat that. We're pretty high on our resistances, thankfully. Why'd I take this? Baited myself. Okay, there's no real reason to be players 8 for the rest of this until we beat Ancients, so let's go to players 1 and just teleport through. Actually, carrying immune to lightnings and nightmares is annoying. We're also gonna have to reset this a couple times probably because Modoc will spawn with immune to lightning quite often. Oh, did we get lucky? We did get lucky. Let's go, us. Change it back to players 8. And go do Veil. There is the chance we have to reset Veil a couple times. If Glum spawn in Veil room, we just cannot do it. It would take us way too long to clear them. It's not worth our time. If you're on single player, you can beat them by just having Pierce maxed out. If you're on multiplayer, just restart. See, it's just not realistic to kill the souls. Okay, we got a second try. Okay. Last time I did this, it took me 4 attempts to get Soulless Room. So we're just gonna stand back here, throw lightning bolts, hope it clears the entire pack, and there's one left. Maybe it's better to stand at an angle. Potions during this phase because of the Hydras keeping it.
Good afternoon.
Wrong potion, first of all. The Berserker armor. We are 68 currently. that is it for Nightmare.
Will I work here?
The next part is we're gonna do a quick cow, and then I'm going to explain nothing because we're gonna make another video after this one. We will be making a how to break into hell video, and that is where the single player and the multiplayer version of this build kind of diverge.
Good day.
In single player, you kind of just get to walk into hell because of the strength of Pierce's reduce elemental resistances by 40% is enough for you to just walk into hell and not care about anything, as long as you combine it with Thunder God's Wrath's enemy lightning reduces by minus 15%. Most immunities that'll bring most immune monsters to 80%, which is easy enough to kill with Charge Strike. But for multiplayer, you cannot do that, so we have to do some jank stuff, which I will explain in the next video. Just zone out for a minute and enjoy this cow. So for both builds of the game, you should be in this cow looking for a better javelin, and you kind of want at least one high rune point would be a huge benefit to us. Also keep your eye out for the usual things like 3 socket gloves, 3 bucket boots, Cow King set. It's also just really good XP because they're level 64. You can easily get to 75 off cows. And because of the way that jabs work, you kind of want to just grab a huge pack of cows and kill them all at once. And it's not really worth taking the time to kill the stragglers. So that's pretty much it for this video. In the next video, we'll be talking about all the things you need to do before you can prep into hell. And let me tell you, for the multiplayer build, it is honestly kind of a lot. So unfortunately, you will have to be spending a good, I don't know, 2-3 hours farming some nightmare stuff to push into hell safely. Unlike some other builds that just get to go to hell for free. So, peace until next time, guys. Because I think this cow was completely clear. I will let you at least look at these javelins beforehand. 2 to Charge Strike, 1 Hunter's Focus. Garbo. So, peace until next time.